approached the stop sign, that I saw the broadcast, but I didn't. I froze. A woman was crossing the street holding the hand of a little girl. A girl with braided pigtails, denim overalls. What the hell? I shook my head. No, I didn't just see that. But as I took a second look, I recognized the mother too. Short brown hair, wine lipstick, heavily tweezed eyebrows. If they're alive, how am I guilty of murder? I rolled down the window. Hey, are you Kaylee Jackson? I shouted out the window. The little girl turned back to me fearfully. As soon as the mother saw me, she hurried up, practically dragging her along the sidewalk. Hey, come back here, I yelled. Aren't you the Jacksons? They disappeared into the night. I sat there at the stop sign, the car rumbling underneath me. If they're alive, why did they broadcast that story? A terrible dread filled me. Something was very, very wrong. So I didn't turn left for the police, I continued straight to the news station's office. The building was still lit up despite the fact that the broadcast had ended more than an hour ago. I pulled into a parking space in the back, shoved my hands into my pockets and tried the door. It was open. The lobby was empty. A low buzzing sound filled the room. The HN logo on the wall shined in the light, along with the familiar little icon of a dove. I turned left and walked down the hallway. As I walked, a low rumbling sound filled my ears. Voices. I walked towards them, careful to keep my steps quiet. All right, good job, everyone, a man was saying loudly in a chipper tone. Especially good job to you, Rebecca. Wow. I flattened myself against the wall. The door at the end of the hall hung open a few inches, spilling out golden light. Thank you, a woman's voice said. Really, you outdid yourself. With the tears and the calls for justice. Amazing. The man, or someone, clapped his hands together. So Amanda Duffy is ruined. I started at my own name. Who's next? The sound of papers shuffling. Looks like it's Reginald Smith, a third voice piped up. What do you want to do with him? Who is he? He's one of the bums. Homeless for a good part of his life, now lives in one of the crappy apartments on Maple Ave. Trying to get his life together, keep his job. Ah, I see, the man replied. How about rape? We could do that. Make it a pretty blonde woman. Everyone loves those. I'll make some calls, see if we can get one of the college students. And you, Rebecca, you write up a script to read on air. Of course. Okay. Well, that's all for tonight. Good job, everyone. Let's ruin another life tomorrow. Rustling movements, thumping footsteps. Coming towards the door. I ran out of the building as fast as I could. The icy wind slapped against my skin. My heart pounded in my chest. I raced across the parking lot towards my beat-up sedan. Hey, it's her! I looked up to see a couple was crossing the parking lot from the offices on the other side. It's the woman who murdered that poor little girl! The woman shrieked. Rot in hell! The man shouted. Crash! A glass bottle exploded at my feet, hurled by the man. I scrambled to the car, yanked the door open, and peeled out of the parking lot. Clank! Another projectile clanged against the bumper. I pulled out into the dark street. I'm going to get revenge some way or another, I promise.